Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everyday English Excellence. In today's lesson, let's learn about verbs related to body movement. Let's start with a fundamental word, walk. Repeat after me, walk. We use walk when we move on our feet at a normal pace. For example, I walk to school every day. Another scenario, he loves to walk in the park. Now let's shimmy over to the next verb, run. Repeat after me, run. We use run when we move quickly on our feet. For example, I run in the morning for exercise. Another scenario, they run after the bus to catch it. Moving on to our next exciting verb, jump. Repeat after me, jump. We use jump when we propel ourselves off the ground. For example, the kids jump with joy when they see balloons. Another scenario, I had to jump over the puddle to avoid getting wet. Now let's explore the verb swim. Repeat after me, swim. We use swim when we move through water. For example, we love to swim at the beach during the summer. Another scenario, she can swim across the entire pool. Our next verb is crawl. Repeat after me, crawl. We use crawl when we move on hands and knees. For example, babies learn to crawl before they walk. Another scenario, the cat likes to crawl under the furniture. Let's wrap it up with one more, dance. Repeat after me, dance. We use dance when we move rhythmically to music. For example, we love to dance at weddings. Another scenario, they decided to dance in the rain. Remember to practice these verbs in your daily activities. Let's keep the momentum going with the verb skip. Repeat after me, skip. We use skip when we move forward by hopping on one foot. For example, the children skip along the sidewalk. Another scenario, she likes to skip to the park. Now let's twirl into the verb twist. Repeat after me, twist. We use twist when we turn our body in a spiral motion. For example, he likes to twist his body while stretching. Another scenario, the dancer can twist gracefully. Next up, we have the verb hop. Repeat after me, hop. We use hop when we make a short, quick jump. For example, the bunny likes to hop in the garden. Another scenario, let's hop over the small stream. Now let's spin into the verb spin. Repeat after me, spin. We use spin when we turn around rapidly. For example, the figure skater can spin beautifully. Another scenario, let's spin around and see who gets dizzy first. Time for the verb slide. Repeat after me, slide. We use slide when we move smoothly along a surface. For example, children love to slide down the playground slide. Another scenario, we can slide on the icy slope in winter. And now, let's step into the verb step. Repeat after me, step. We use step when we move one foot at a time. For example, I carefully step over the puddle. Another scenario, let's step in time with the music. Now, let's sway into the verb sway. Repeat after me, sway. We use sway when we move gently from side to side. For example, the trees sway in the breeze. Another scenario, let's sway to the soothing music. Now, we'll tiptoe into the verb tiptoe. Repeat after me, tiptoe. We use tiptoe when we walk quietly on our toes. For example, she tiptoed into the room so as not to wake anyone. Another scenario, we can tiptoe through the flower bed. Lastly, let's leap into the verb leap. Repeat after me, leap. We use leap when we jump a long distance. For example, the athlete can leap over hurdles. Another scenario, let's leap across the stepping stones. Great job! Keep practicing and memorize these verbs. Now, let's explore the verb wiggle. Repeat after me, wiggle. We use wiggle when we move with small, quick motions. For example, the puppy wiggles its tail with excitement. Another scenario, you can wiggle your fingers to say hello. Next, let's sway into the verb shake. Repeat after me, shake. We use shake when we move something back and forth. For example, you can shake a bottle to mix the ingredients. Another scenario, the dog likes to shake its wet fur after a bath. Now, let's dive into the verb dive. Repeat after me, dive. We use dive when we jump headfirst into water. For example, the swimmer is ready to dive into the pool. Another scenario, let's dive off the diving board. Moving on to the verb stretch. Repeat after me, stretch. We use stretch when we extend our body to its full length. For example, in the morning, we stretch to wake up our muscles. Another scenario, cats often stretch after a nap. Now, let's roll into the verb roll. Repeat after me, roll. We use roll when something turns over and over. For example, the ball can roll down the hill. Another scenario, let's roll out the yoga mat. And finally, let's hop into the verb hurdle. Repeat after me, hurdle. We use hurdle when we jump over an obstacle. For example, the athlete can hurdle over barriers. Another scenario, let's practice hurdling in the track and field. English helps us talk to people from different parts of the world. It's like having a secret code that lets us share stories, make new friends, and understand amazing things. Learning a new language is like learning to walk. We take small steps at first, and each step gets us closer to becoming a language expert. Mistakes are just bumps on our learning path. Make friends from everywhere. Say hello and share ideas in English. Practice every day. Learn something new and get better at English. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more exciting content. Your support helps us grow and reach even more language enthusiasts.